Maybe not.
Wait, I'm buffering. Okay.
Oh.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
I'm Jubes.
And today's episode is all going to be about yin and yang.
Yes.
So it's going to be very fun, exciting, touch on traditional Chinese medicine. Even though we're not professionals at all, it's going to be lots of fun. Very informative.
It was really fun to deep dive into the information. I really enjoyed myself.
I've on such a shallow level have learned about traditional Chinese medicine. But I don't know, yin yang just as a whole, it just kind of embodies our podcast, like the whole balance.
Yeah, it really does.
Like we're all about balance in this.
Yeah, and I've grown up with my dad talking about yin yang because he practices some traditional Chinese medicine things. And so I've grown up being exposed to it and then being able to learn about it on my own has been really interesting.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but weekly catch up. Jubes, what's new with you?
So, yesterday, Bryce came home yesterday we were talking about it. He didn't work because it was a weekend. But he was like, yeah, so I listened to Joe Rogan's podcast.
Okay.
And I was like, pause. Red flag, sir. Red flag. And I was like, why would you do that? And he's like, yeah, it was really bad. I was like, green flag, yes, thank you so much. And he was like, yeah, they were like talking about stuff and it was like really dumb and like, oh my gosh, there's this one guy on there who's so racist. Like it was just extreme. And I was like, thank you for understanding why I have an issue with his podcast.
'Cause I feel like there's some good topics, right? But like in anything, there's like some good things, but then it's like, does the good outweigh the bad? Not necessarily.
Literally.
And like the facts that are just like a little bit like tweaked and you're like, okay.
And they just kind of spit fire. And he said there's two guys on there and they're just kind of like Joe Rogan and another guy and they're just yikes. And then there's a third guy who just Googles everything that they're saying. So they have articles or whatever to like go off of when they say a stupid topic.
Oh, so it's like no prep beforehand. It's just like, interesting.
It's just spitballing.
Interesting.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, sir. But yeah, he redeemed himself because I was like, I was so afraid about where that conversation was going.
Oh no.
I was like, the next words that come out of your mouth, choose them very carefully.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, what about you?
I did a push-up.
Yay!
I just did a push-up. I was like, I don't know. It was like out of nowhere. We were ordering food and I just had this like sudden urge to do a push-up. And I could do it. I just like saw Michaela out of the corner of my eye, just like walk over to the middle of the loft and then just like lay down and just do a push-up. And I was like, I've never done that. Like for reference, this morning at the workout, I was using like, there's this like tip that you can put a band, like a resistance band around your bicep area. And when you do the push-up, it kind of holds your chest up so it can help you push up easier. Yeah. I was doing that off of my knees this morning. That's crazy. Where did I pull this push-up out of? Literally, and then you did 2 more of them. I know. I'm so stoked. So, update to the goal episode. Yeah. Check that one off. That's sick. Yeah. I love that. So, that's very fun. I also am wearing a claw clip for the first time in my life. And it looks really good. Because I learned this ponytail hack. Because my hair is so thick, I can't ever wear a claw clip. It always falls out. It looks dumb. Yeah. But this little like ponytail moment, it's kind of cute. So fun. I might have to invest in a claw clip. Do it up. I got those ones from Winners and they're actually like, they're humongous. Fantastic. Yeah. And then I'm getting nervous about my tattoo tomorrow. For tattoos. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see them. I'm excited to see them once they're done. But it's like, I don't know. Every time you go in, it's like committing to a tattoo. I'm like, yikes. But no, they're cute. The artist is good, so I'm excited to see the really outcome. Good. How long is your appointment? 5 hours. Oh my gosh. For 3. That's decent. Yeah. Yeah. 2 of them are just line, and then 1 involves shading, and that's what takes it. because I want the butterfly like fluttering, like flapping its wings. And so that kind of illusion is going to take
it's almost like holographic. I don't know if that's the right word that I'm thinking for.
Yeah, not quite. It does look like an illusion though. Like it does, because it's supposed to look like it's moving.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. But then like the script and then the cherubs are going to be easy.
Yeah. And
so now my niece gets to say I have naked fairies on my arm.
Oh, good.
Because I went over and I saw her. And I brought like this tote bag that I have that has like a couple of cherubs on it. And she's like, Auntie Mac, why do you have naked fairies on your bag?
Oh my god.
And it sent me. I just adored it. So
I love it.
That's fun. Those are the updates of my life. Yep. Push-up clock and tattoos.
The 3 most important things.
Yes. All we really need.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Okay, and so on that note, we are going to get into the episode of Yin and Yang, which is also supposed to be pronounced Yang.
Yin Yang.
Yin Yang.
Which
I don't know. I can't confirm or deny.
I've only seen one site that said that.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just gonna say Yang. If it's wrong, let me know. I'll fix it.
Painfully white. Apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the concept of Yin and Yang is. I was yang. Wow.
We're
Yin Yang.
Yin Yang and Yang.
I apologize. We're gonna go with Yang just because
the simplicity.
For us. Even though we're probably aware that we're butchering it. Anyways, continue. The concept of yin and yang is very important to the world of holistic health and wellness because the idea behind yin and yang is the importance of taking everything as a whole and the idea that things can be only understood in relation to something else. So, Sojourn.
Very fun.
What is yin and yang?
Yin and yang are the 2 complementary forces that make up all aspects of life. They are said to come from the great ultimate. And have roots in Taoism. The great ultimate is just like the great beyond the power of all kind of thing. And so the interaction between yin and yang is representative of the actual processes of the universe and all that is within it. And so when they're in harmony, they're depicted as light and dark, or the light and dark halves of a circle, which is the image that a lot of us are familiar with. And so even though they are thought of as opposites, one cannot exist without the other. And so there are 3 kind of basic themes that underline the concept of yin yang. And so the first is that yin yang is the coherent fabric of nature and that it is exhibited in all existence. It's that it is the interaction between the waxing and waning of the cosmos and human realms. And then thirdly, yin yang is the process of harmonization, ensuring a constant dynamic balance of all things. So yin is a symbol of earth, femaleness, darkness, passivity, and absorption. It's also even numbers found in valleys and streams and represented by the tiger, the color orange, and a broken line. Yang is a symbol of heaven, maleness, light, activity, and penetration. Not a great word. But it's like the opposite of absorption. It is found in odd numbers in mountains and is represented by the dragon, the color azure, and a broken line.
That's weird that it's orange and azure.
Yeah, because azure's just blue.
Yeah, I would think that would be more yin.
Yeah, you would think so, right? Because orange is a warmer color.
Orange is like fiery passion, which like red is also associated with yang. So that's weird that's the...
I didn't put that together.
And then,
But on the color wheel, they're the opposite, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the opposite, but I would think of it.
I would put it the other way.
Reversed, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what the broken and unbroken line entails?
I don't know.
That's interesting to me.
Yeah, because I was kind of thinking about like our rose readings.
My line was so broken.
Yeah, and so it was like
I'm so yin.
But then she also separated the page into like the female and male, so it was kind of like the yin and the yang. Right? So I was like wondering if that broken line had anything to do with that.
My broken line was
on your yin side.
Was rooted more on my male side. It was the brown. So the brown is like the fight, protection, like kind of my guard.
Yeah.
And so she thinks that my broken lines was like times where I had to put my guard up so high that like I blacked out.
Yeah.
But I can't think of what I would be blacking out.
We don't know.
So I don't know if I blacked out or if it's something so interesting. But yeah.
No, I wasn't able to find out what that meant.
Yeah,
but
interesting.
It's kind of interesting.
Okay. So the concept of yin yang is associated with the Chinese belief in the idea of 5 phases or wuxing, metal, wood, fire, water, and earth. These are the 5 basic phases that explain changes in the cosmos, and these elements were believed to overcome and succeed one another in an unchangeable cycle. They are also related to the cardinal directions, seasons, colors, musical tones, and bodily organs. And I will get further into the 5 elements later on.
Yeah, we do talk about those a lot.
Because it's all related in traditional Chinese medicine, right? Yin yang and the 5 elements. It's all about balance and interaction with one another.
Yeah, so. Between nature and yourself kind of thing.
Exactly.
So the belief of yin yang are based in like ancient Chinese religion, and so we don't really know like a lot of the origin story of it. We just don't know. But in 3rd century BCE in China, there was actually an entire school of cosmology that had yin yang as its entire basis, which is really neat. So that it's obviously very important. Yin yang also has quite a large influence over astrology, divination, medicine, art, and government. And this was really interesting because you can also see the yin yang concept in Japan, where it is referred to as in-yo, where in is representative of yin and yo is representative of yang. And then in 675 CE, there was a government bureau that's job was to advise the government on divination and on control of the calendar according to the in-yo principles. So they actually used it to like plan their whole calendar and everything.
Interesting.
Which is so cool.
The original cycle syncers.
Right? And so like these concepts extended into every single level of the Japanese society and has continued into modern times. And so that's where we see like the lucky and the unlucky days, directions, and considering zodiac signs when arranging marriages.
And here's the things that a lot of people tend to think of this as like hoodoo voodoo woo woo kind of shit. But we need to note that the Japanese population is one of the healthiest like aging populations on Earth.
Literally.
Like to the point where like Japan's population is gonna have an issue because the birth rate is not matching the death or the life expectancy.
Oh really?
So they have such an aging population that it's like the old outnumber the new.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And so, like, that's, I mean, of course, it has its implications on health, life, whatnot later on. But, like, there's so much about their lifestyle that so many North Americans brush off as woo-woo kind of stuff. But there's something to it. Like,
there definitely
it's all about
is.
balance, right?
And,
And we'll get into Feng Shui later on, too.
Yeah.
But I have stumbled across Feng Shui TikTok on my own accord. So it's probably through you is why I've stumbled across it. Like I sent you a video today.
Yeah.
But she's talking about the principles of Feng Shui in regards to stairs.
Oh.
And so like if you have to walk up to your front door, like if you have to take stairs, like up a lot of stairs to your front door, then the chi, you're allowing chi to flow out. It doesn't and it's difficult to get prosperity in. If you walk in your front door and there's immediately a staircase going up, it means the house or your family is going to have difficulties.
Oh, wild.
My house has a stair going up and we've definitely had our difficulties.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And then if you walk in and there's stairs immediately like going down, if you're greeted with stairs going down, then you're going to have financial struggles or something.
Oh, I feel bad for the split level houses where you walk in and it's up and down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, and it's like immediately from the front door. And so ways to stop this is if there's a wall between like your front door and the stairs, like a closet or something.
Yeah.
But those are like from principles of like Feng Shui. I'm like learning about this like Feng Shui interior designer in like New York City or something.
Well, I've added
I've stumbled across. I'm gonna find it.
I've added Feng Shui to our episode list because I was trying to find a little bit to like integrate into this, and I was like, no, there's so much information that it just needs to be an episode on its own.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to become an interior designer to apply these Feng Shui principles to, because I was looking at my house and I was like, you can see where they want you, because there's a spot in your house that's like the command spot, and that's where you're supposed to like, it's where you can stand, you can see the door, you're not in line with it, you're like, it's like a diagonal line, and you can see something else, and there's you're supposed to put your bed in the command spot, your stove in the command spot, and I think your living room in the command spot. And I was like, or no, your desk in your command spot. And I was like looking at our house and I was like, our stove is in the command spot. I can see both the front and the back door. And our bed, where you put it, it's in the command spot or whatever, where like you can see it's on the diagonal to the door.
Interesting.
I was like, that's so cool.
The person I've stumbled across, her name is Edith Wu. And she's on,
That's sweet.
And she talks about, like, I just like looking through her page, talks about like the shapes of houses and who is gonna struggle living in this house. Like, males are gonna struggle in this like narrow, cramped kind of sky rise, whereas females are still gonna struggle, but not as much. And then talks about like dragon and tiger, and if you're on the right side of the building. Yang. So, anyways, we're gonna do it. Is so good. Just such an interesting concept to like, because then when you think about it, how much of it are you doing subconsciously too, right? Because when you design a space, you set up a layout and what feels right.
Exactly.
How much of that feeling right is rooted in Feng Shui?
Well, even like setting up your desk so that your back isn't towards the door. No one likes that.
Yeah.
The optimal way to set up your desk is so you can see the door. That's the same in Yin Yang, or like Feng Shui, sorry.
Yeah.
Where that's the command spot. Like, yeah, it is really neat to see like the, like, I don't know, complementariness of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Yeah, now we're going to get into what yin is specifically and then what yang is. So what activates yin? So to activate your yin, you can practice moderate exercise like Tai Chi, walking, swimming, hatha yoga, restorative yoga. Apparently it should be noted that you should avoid hot yin yoga, as it can deplete yin.
Because of the heat.
Yeah. And like heat implies energy, which is more yang than yin. Yin is cooling and nurturing and stuff. But it's not going to stop me from going to hot yin yoga.
Yeah, I'm still going to go.
I might be depleted with yin, but I
want to try hatha yoga. And my new gym has it because I want to see like what the difference is.
It's more breath. You're going to get some more flow. It's not going to be as like stretch. It's going to be more like do a sun salutation and then go into pigeon. Yeah. Versus like go from frog into pigeon kind of thing. Right. And so it's just going to have some more movement in between your holds.
And it looks like it has the room at body temperature. Okay. So it's still hot, but it's just your body.
Nice. No, you should try it. Let me know. Or maybe we can go together.
I will. My gym has one.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And then you should practice meditation, guided imagery, mindfulness, or qigong to go to bed by about 10:30. This is often due to, I think, the circadian rhythm connection with it, because around 10:30 your body is going into that night mode and it should be cooling for optimal sleep and whatnot.
It's actually not.
No.
Oh. It probably is, but the day is set into yin yang times. So yin time starts at 11. 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. is yin time.
Yeah, because that's night.
And then
night cooling,
yang time
energy.
is 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have
so it is and it isn't. Yeah.
It's the nighttime cooling restorative time, right? Because yin is night and feminine and restorative. We're yang like, during the day.
Yang is energy.
Because you have the sun.
Yeah.
You have the same way you can't like for hot yoga for yin.
Yeah.
You got the sun for the energy, and so you can't be calm when you're in the middle of like sweating tits off in the day.
Yeah, literally.
So
yeah.
All right. So yin activities you can partake in are sleep, seated meditation, or taking a bath. These activities slow down our nervous system so that our body and mind can rest. Our bodies undergo cellular repair that is necessary to stay healthy and keep stress at bay during these yin activities.
Yes. So yin energy makes one feel cold and that they would like to rest. And so we talk a little bit about like yin deficiency, like if you don't have enough yin in your life or whatever. So some symptoms of that would be excessive sweating in the body, severe dryness of the throat, eyes, and mouth, a low-grade fever accompanied by body aches, chronic constipation, stomach cramping, insomnia, and disturbed sleep patterns, irritability and mood swings, sudden heart palpitations. And so to fix a yin deficiency, you should drink thin fluids like water, herbal tea, clear soups, and watery fruits. You can add some salt to the fruit to kind of retain the water. And you want to eat raw foods, especially vegetables, to cool the body. It specifically mentions eating the raw foods in the evening. I'm assuming with the cooling of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're both cooling.
Yeah. And so a yin person is someone who is shy and more inward. However, our personalities change throughout the day as we go through yin yang phases. So
yeah,
it's not just, yeah.
So some yin foods include tofu, bean sprouts, crab, most fruits, vegetables like watercress, cucumbers, carrots, and cabbage, aka anything that's really watery and vitamin fresh, etc. Foods that nourish yin are barley, millet, alpha sprout, artichoke, asparagus, kelp, mung bean, sprout, pea, potato, seaweed, strong bean, sweet potato, tomato, water chestnut, yams, and zucchini. Up to sorghum green beans, squash juice, with a large fry and chocolate shake.
Literally.
Yes. Apples and bananas are also considered yin foods because they're associated with water and more cooling. Avocados and berries are also yin.
See.
Again, anything you really crave in the summer. And this is why when we talk about seasonal eating, right? Like if you want to bring balance and yin yang into seasonal eating, the summer is so yang that you need these foods to hydrate you.
Yeah.
The summer is so yang.
So yang.
Like, totes yang.
Totes yang. But yeah, like when you start kind of craving just like, and you just feel like
the fresh.
Dehydrated. Like you need the fresh up. Yeah.
Exactly.
So then like the parts of the body that are yin include the front of the body, like the face, chest, abdomen, and inner parts of the arms and legs. And your lower back is all yin.
Does that have something to do with like acupuncture balance or did it say?
I would assume so. I didn't look much more into that.
Okay.
But yeah, I would assume so. And then yin is the color black as it symbolizes shadow or darkness. Things that are quieter, aloof, the moon, and all things with dark energy. Don't let dark energy make you feel like it's evil. They just mean it like it's just dark energy. Like it's just
moody.
Yeah.
Moody, relaxing, comforting.
Yeah, not like the devil, so you'll be fine. Yeah. Anyway.
So as we said earlier, yin yang practitioners have divided the day into yin and yang times. Yin being 11 p.m. to 11 a.m., while yang being 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. So day and night. The tiger, who is thought to be the mightiest of wild beasts in ancient China,
Nice.
In ancient China.
Yeah.
In ancient China is the animal of yin.
Yes.
And so to bring yin into your life, you need to work on hard rest and nourishment. Nourish yourself, clean, whole foods on a daily basis. Spend time in nature without technology and give your mind a break.
Yes.
AKA it's the rest and digest part of your life.
Definitely. And so what activates yang? Yang energy makes you feel warm and like you want to do things. Yang is the color white as it symbolizes warmth, positive energy, active motion, and the sun. The dragon, who is thought to reign over the heavens, stands for yang. In terms of food, salt is highly yang, where sugar is highly yin. It's a sweet yin. Jeez Louise. It's a sweet salty balance.
That's why often when you crave, like you have chips and then suddenly you crave chocolate, it's because it's the balancing of the sweet salty combo and that we all love so much.
So good. And so in terms of body parts that are yang, we have the back of the body, including neck, shoulders, back and outer parts of your arms and legs, as well as the upper back. I would also assume that those align with the yin yang organs too.
Must have.
I don't have a list of them. And so whereas yin is kind of like a wet energy, yang is a dry energy, I guess. And so then to increase yang, you should spend more time in active, ambitious pursuits, cultivate your outer expression, physical strength, firmness, and personal interaction. So it's the energetic doing things.
And so for this, choosing foods like basil, garlic, lamb, sage, cinnamon, dried ginger, lobster, raspberry, thyme, chestnut, clove, kidney, nutmeg, rosemary, shrimp, and walnut.
Yes.
Say that 10 times fast.
Literally.
I find it interesting that lobster is yang, while crab is yin, because I find them very similar.
Right?
I can't have either, but
yeah, literally.
But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Like yin yang also brings in like acid base. So I want to touch on that. So the acid base balance, as seen in science, where we all know the pH scale, or if you don't, the pH scale is like 0 to 10, and
Isn't
based on
it
how
14.
maybe more.
Because 7 is neutral.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Sorry, not to be that person.
Well, actually.
Well, actually, no. I always feel like such a dick every time I do that.
Being such a pick-me girl. No.
Literally. Because I know I'm right.
I know you are. And so the most acidic thing known is like hydrochloric acid, which is your stomach acid, right? But then next to that is lemons. And then versus like baking soda, which is 9. So it's on the more basic side. Anyways, as I mentioned briefly in last episode, acidic bodies are associated with higher risks for disease. As I talked about it, some studies have shown that cancer grows in acidic environments. Therefore, eating a very alkaline diet is thought to help stop the growth or spread of cancer.
Yeah.
And so this comes also into yin and yang because you can have acidic yin and acidic yang and basic yang and vice versa.
Right.
That was wrong. Anyways, acidic and alkaline break into yin, yin, yang, yang.
Right.
So mixes for all, and I'll get into that. People who are more yin need to consume more yang, acid or basic, depending. And then people who are more yang need to consume more yin, acid or basic, depending. Yeah. This is coming from these types of foods. So yang acid forming includes grains and all animal foods. Yang alkaline forming includes like pickled foods, soy sauce, miso, and salt.
So you should be eating, like if I'm yin acidic, I should be eating yang alkaline. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Sweet. And then yin acid forming is like candy, soft drinks, beans, nuts, alcohol, and sugar. And yin alkaline foods include fruit, vegetables, seeds, honey, and coffee.
Oh, interesting.
Right? Mm-hmm. From this, the overall theme, you can correct me if I'm wrong, the overall theme of this is that the acidic forming, like you don't really want acid fully overall. Yeah. Like when you look at these examples, like a lot of animal foods are considered bad for your health, right? Yeah. And candy, soft drinks, it's all considered bad for your health. Yeah. But grains are beneficial, mm-hmm. right? Same fruits and vegetables and like beans and nuts are also beneficial. So take that with a grain of salt. Overindulgence in this whole concept is not what you want to do.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Like the whole concept of yin yang is to have a balance. Yeah. So like it's balance out your yin acid and your yang alkaline and your yang acid and your yin alkaline. Like if you have a balance, then it's fine. But if you're only eating candy, you're going to be so deficient in your yang alkaline that like you're going to be craving pickled foods and like all of that fun stuff.
Exactly.
So yeah, big balance people over here.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And so this kind of leads into back to the 5 elements that we talked about earlier. Right. So as we said, energy moves through the 5 points. Each is associated with a season, organ system, color, flavor, food, mood, activity, and emotion. Yep. And this connection is all represented by a pentagram. And then each phase balances or nourishes the next, balancing similar to like yin and yang.
Yeah, they all kind of work together. It's really cool.
And so fire, its associated season is summer, taste is bitter, emotion is joy, parts of the body is the heart, small intestine, tongue, and blood vessels. And color red. Earth, color yellow, season Indian summer, taste sweet, emotion worry, parts of the body, spleen, stomach, mouth, and muscles.
So Indian summer, is that like September when it's warm in September? It's kind of like the like trick summer at the end of the year.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Metal is associated with like a grayish silver color, as most common metals are. Yeah. Its season is fall. Taste is pungent. Emotion is grief. Parts of the body is lungs, large intestine, nose, and skin. Water, I believe, is black here. Yeah. It's a hard color to distinguish. Black or dark brown.
It would be black because it's associated with yin.
That's what you would think, right? But then fire is associated with yang. Anyways, regardless. So water's like this like dark blacky brown color. And its season is winter, taste is salty, emotion is fear, and parts of the body include your kidneys, bladder, ears, hair, and bones.
Oh, interesting.
Just so interesting to think about like ears.
Yeah. It makes sense though because of your curlicue thing in there and the liquid in there that moves
semicircular canals.
No, it's the one that looks like the snail home.
Cocula.
Is that what it is? Yeah, your cochlea.
Cochlea, yeah.
Yeah.
Because your semicircular canals is the fluid, and that's how it keeps your balance.
Yeah, that's
your cochlea is like it looks like a shell, and it's like it's your way of hearing.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Like you need your cochlea to hear. That's why people get cochlear implants if they're deaf. Yeah. So then wood is associated with like green. Its season is spring. Taste is sour. Emotion is anger. And parts of the body include your liver, gallbladder, tendons, and eyes.
Mm.
It's just, I don't know, interesting to note and play with the 5 elements.
Mm-hmm.
Because like water is considered yin because it's seen as the most feminine or nurturing.
Yeah.
We quite literally need water to live.
Yep. Definitely.
And then fire is most related to yang as it's red and burning, only when it's red and burning wood.
Oh, interesting.
Because that's when it's most masculine. Fire can also represent yin when it's like a purple flame or like small and contained and helpful. Think about a lamp.
Right.
So if it's like a forest fire, that's very yang. If it's a lamp helping you see at night, it's yin.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting concept.
That's very cool. And in our Feng Shui episode, I'm going to talk about how you can incorporate each of these 5 elements into your house as well, and little ways to do that, which I found was really cool.
Yes.
Yes.
And then, in food, as we talked about, like you need all of the, like if you look at the tastes, bitter, sweet, pungent, salty, and sour, those are the main tastes that your taste bud can taste.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's all associated with like different flavors that you crave, right? And so having something, like have you ever had curry with pickles on it?
No, I haven't.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Like a butter chicken, like a nice spicy butter chicken with pickled onions. Delicious.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't have put those together.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
So yummy. Right? And that's why these weird food combinations.
Yeah.
It's all like relation to like balancing these elements.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Subconsciously.
Yeah. I love that. And
then what does imbalances of either look like? So one might be cold day and night in the summer and winter, but it's not because of an excess of yin, it's because of a depletion of yang.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
So it just means your yin is just like on the high side, and it's not that you're like overflowing, but you're missing out on yang. And so that's when you need to have more. When we talk about seasonal eating, this is where the soups come into play, right? Because they're very yang, they're very warm, they're like throughout the whole body, they're going to get you cozy again. Yeah,
exactly.
An imbalance of yin and yang contributes to the development and emergence of all diseases, partly due to acid-base kind of considerations and other stress, rest and digest, fight or flight.
Yeah, just not functioning at 100%.
Think about every single balance that we've talked about, and it's pretty much, it can be described by yin and yang as well.
You can apply it to this, yeah. And so they do play a role in relationships, which I found so fascinating. So it's kind of thought that female partners are more yin and male partners are more yang. However, both of you have to be yin and yang. And so that way this can apply to literally every single relationship, not just heterosexual relationships, because each person is a buildup of yin yang.
Well, as we were talking about it, even with like upstairs.
we are upstairs, Mac. When were you in my attic?
I meant earlier and I said upstairs. I said scrolling up on our notes.
That's funny.
Oh, that's funny. No, as like when you're describing symptoms of a yin deficiency, like I see a lot of these symptoms that you have complained about, right? Insomnia, irritability, aches and low grade fever, and all that kind of stuff. But I would say, as a person, between us two, you are more yin as far as like the feminine homemaker side of things. Yeah. Whereas I'm very yang as far as like business goes, like go, ambition. Yeah. I do hit workouts and stuff like that. Yeah. But at my core, I'm also very yin because I'm all about like my comfort and like my food and my sleep and the way my room is set up. So that's just very cozy.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why I just thought about that, because I'm like, you're very apparently yang or apparently yin deficient internally, but externally you're very yin.
I'm very yin, yeah.
And then vice versa.
Right.
Externally, I'm very yang, but internally, I'm very yin.
Yeah. I know. It's really neat because, like, yin qualities are female energy, softness, being passive, heaviness, coolness, feeling, and surrender. yang attributes are male energy, hardness, being assertive, buoyancy, heat, thinking, and attack.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, these aren't exclusive to male and female. You need both of them. Because if you're balance, right? Like,
yeah. And like based on that description, it's like who's yin, who's yang. I would totally say you're like the
exactly.
the feminine, soft,
which
between us.
And that's why we work, right? Like, like you bring the more yang and I bring the more yin, and so we balance each other out. And so like that's the next part here, where like the yang partner offers more yang energy in exchange for yin, and the yin partner receives yang and gives back yin energy, right? And so there are times where one person will have more yin energy and the other person will have more yang energy.
Oh, and this relates to when you're stressed out or annoyed about something, and then I'm talking journey down.
Yeah, exactly.
Suddenly, like me being, we just said this like 20 minutes ago when we were eating.
When we were upstairs.
Yeah. We were eating before recording.
Yeah.
It's like, when Journey's getting fired up about something and I'm talking her down, but then I'm the confrontational friend.
Yeah,
you would think that I'd be like, go
off,
text
queen.
this, say that, cause a fight. And I'm like, honestly, it's not worth your energy.
Yeah,
like it's fine.
Even.
You don't need to get heated about this. Just like breathe.
Yeah, it's not even worth it.
Yeah. But we definitely go through that back and forth a lot.
Yes, very much so. And so then there's also times when your energy as a couple might be more yin than yang, and vice versa, where like both of you might always want to like stay home and watch a movie and just kind of chill instead of like going out and partying and like seeing people and being social or whatever.
And do you think that probably associates with seasons as well?
Probably.
Because
I
less
would say so.
Less sun, yes, less yang, more desire
yin.
To be yin and chill.
Oh, definitely. I can't see how it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So signs of too much yang energy.
In the relationship?
In the relationship, yeah. So in like just like Feng Shui, the couple should focus on finding a balance of yin yang energy for their relationship. If one person is overly yang energy driven and the other person maintains a balance of yin and yang energy, so like one person yang, one person balanced, their relationship will be confrontational as the yang energy seeks to dominate and siphon the needed yin energy because they don't have enough. And then if both people are more yang energy, then there's going to be a never-ending struggle for power. So each are going to try to one-up each other and dominate the other. Because yang energy is the driving force of aggression. And so then both are seeking the calming yin energy from the other, but they don't have that, which causes the yang energy to escalate. Which... this just blew my mind. I found it so fascinating. Yeah. So then too much yin energy in a relationship. There's not going to be a great deal of creativity or advancement in the relationship. The couple is going to be rather passive and lack the energy to transform the relationship into more. Yeah. And so this type of relationship usually becomes stale because you're just not doing anything. And so then restoring balance to the individuals can remedy the relationship energy. And then, because you would think, oh my gosh, a yin person and a yang person, perfect matchup, but not always. The imbalance often creates conflict and discord. So at some point, the yang person will feel the lack of yin energy in their own life, and the yin person will grow depressed without the motivating yang energy in their energy makeup. So this can set up a whole cycle of codependency between the two people, with neither feeling whole without the other. Yeah. So that was kind of neat. And then when you have a balanced state of yin-yang energies, the two opposites become constructive. So a couple with a balanced qi relationship are going to create, build, and advance their lives together, which is the importance of balancing your yin-yang. Is sick.
No, I think it's really interesting. I'm just thinking about like, and take a shot every time I've said, I've never been in a relationship. Yeah. And a lot of it is like when you go on dates with people, again, either they're too much. So I don't know if I'm like pretty well balanced because I can see both for myself. I am very ambitious, but I'm also very like homebody. Like I love my space feeling nurturing and homing, and I'm homing. And I'm very into like food and nourishment and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, I've gone on dates with like big finance guys who are very yang, and I'm like, you're too much.
It's exhausting.
You gotta chill. I've gone on dates with stoner guys who just all they want to do is like veg out, and I'm like, I'm not into that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't like you.
You need to find someone, in the balance.
Yeah.
And I find this really interesting as a way of describing people in a relationship because I'm seeing a lot of people not liking the whole like, oh, well, who's the woman in the relationship? Who's the man in the relationship?
Oh my God, especially when it comes to like gays.
Mm-hmm.
People are so like, oh, so who's the woman?
Yeah, it's like
fuck off.
Literally, it'd be like, oh, who's more yin? Because I was talking about my brother and my cousin because they live together. And Mom's like, how's their living situation going? And I was like, yeah, like it's really good. And I was like, the only way I can think to describe this is my brother is more yang and my cousin is more yin.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin's more into like making this place a home, like having a fruit bowl on the counter and making sure our house is clean and the fridge is stocked. And Graylin is just like, I'm only here to shit, shower, shave, sleep. Like, why does it need to be anything more
quote.
than that?
I feel like that's a direct quote.
Pretty much probably is. But he's like, I sleep here.
Yeah.
I don't, like, why do I need a table?
Yeah.
And so, like, I feel like they kind of balance each other out.
Yeah.
And so he brings my cousin a little bit out of his shell, like, hey, you need to be able to let things go. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
And then my cousin's also like, dude, you need to clean.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's the best way to describe them without being like, oh, my cousin's a girl and my brother's the boy, right? Because that's stupid.
Yeah.
And like,
well, it is because in other cases, right, male and female, there are many relationships where like the female is the breadwinner.
Exactly.
And it's like, so she's the yang,
mm-hmm.
and then the male's the yin.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I've seen that in so many relationships, and so
Yeah.
it's not just. And again, that comes from someone who very much comes off as very yang. Like when it comes to work and like hustle and working hard, I know how to get shit done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When it comes to my space, don't fuck with my space.
Literally.
Don't like, I love my satin pillowcases and my velvet duvet cover and my Whole Foods and my healthy this and healthy that. Like,
yeah.
it's just, I don't know. It's so easy. And then when you like see someone in the common, what's the meme? Where it's like red flag when you go into his room and he has like a navy comforter and like one poster on the wall or something.
Yeah. Literally. And that's my brother.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the whole.
But yeah.
When women come into your life and suddenly everything is beautiful and smells nice. And
literally.
So they're just like the yin.
Well, and even like with Bryce and I, like now that I'm not working, my day is entirely yin.
Yeah.
It is. And so so when he comes home, I'm like, yes, yang, I love this, let's do things. But his whole day has been yang and he's just looking for his yin. He's like, dude, I just need to not.
Yeah.
And so I need to figure out a way to
get more yang throughout your day.
I've been like going to the gym with Graylin and going to concerts and like doing other things like that.
Yeah.
But it's really neat to see in your own life and being able to put like a description to it.
Yeah.
And be like, this is what it is.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
We love it. Who's more yin yang in your relationship?
Yeah, honestly.
Who's the yin?
Or are you both? Like, are you pretty balanced? Because I would like to identify myself as fairly balanced, like I said.
I feel fairly balanced. Mm-hmm. I know, like, when I was working, I was very yin deficient.
Yeah.
But, like,
I'd still say you have some lingering symptoms of that.
Yeah.
But you definitely have kind of gotten your groove back. Like, you are less irritable.
Yes.
As your friend.
I'm a little nicer.
You were a little bit short fused. I did walk on eggshells for a minute there.
Yes, that happens sometimes.
It was just like, I'm like, I don't want to push her over the edge.
Yeah, it was getting pretty teeter-tottery.
But
that's okay.
But you are working on that, getting that back. Mm-hmm. And so now it's
just finding that balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another thing to note with the 5 elements is that it also corresponds with the stages of human life. Birth, growth, maturation, death, and rebirth.
And I think rebirth is water.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool.
Well, rebirth is symbolism. Like that's where like when you talk in movies, like archetypes and stuff, if someone goes into water and comes up, it is a symbolism of rebirth as it is related to like baptism and stuff.
Right, yeah.
So my new TV show has been You.
I wanted to restart it.
Restart it? Yeah, season 4 is it's so good. They do a really good plot twist. But there is a part in season 4 where you think he's done. Yeah. And not trying to be spoiler, but you think he's done, but he goes into some water and he comes back up. And the minute he went into the water, I was like, oh, he's going to reemerge.
No.
I was like, there's no way. Like, and so they leave you on a cliffhanger where he like reemerges pretty much. And you see the rebirth of Joe Goldberg.
Oh.
Right? And so it's fun to watch and just now watch, like knowing that, watching like movies and TV shows, like pay attention to stuff like that. And you're going to be able to anticipate what comes next based off of that archetype alone.
Yeah,
you're like,
definitely.
oh, something's going to change. This is a character like plot twist. This is a new development. This is a new version of them.
Yeah.
Because of that water rebirth.
That's fun. No, I only watched season 1, but because I was...
You have some catching up to do.
I was just in the middle of like forensic and I was watching so many scary TV shows.
Oh, yeah.
That watching this show, I did not have the mental space for.
That's fair.
I was like, nope, no thank you. I don't need to watch about a stalker.
Yeah. I was really stoked about season 4. Like they did a really good job with it.
I've heard really good things about it.
Because 1 to 3, it's all very similar concept. Season 4, they plot twist and it was like a really good refresh for the show because otherwise it would be dead.
Yeah, exactly.
So the writers did a really good
nice
fix to it.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. And then so its relation to chi. So chi is energy and embraces all manifestations of energy. Life is a gathering of chi, and happy and healthy human being is a dynamic but harmonious mixture of the aspects of chi that make up who we are. In order to understand the various aspects and manifestations of chi, look at yin and yang.
So the interaction between yin and yang generate qi according to traditional Chinese medicine. And so there are 2 primary substances of the human body, qi and blood. So blood is yin in nature, nourishing, moistening, and substantial, while qi is yang in nature, vital, active, energetic, and etheric. And so it's thought that females have more yin qi, while males have more yang qi, which again, we kind of talked about earlier. And then as we age, we lose qi. We're losing our energy. Qi is just a really, really interesting concept in and of itself. It's just energy as a whole. Every single thing has qi. Like when Michaela was talking about the vibrations of apples in whatever episode that was. That example,
the vibrations of apples.
that whole thing that you were talking about is just ingrained in my mind. I cannot get over it.
Well, because high vibration, low vibration food, right? And subsequently, you either become a high vibration person or a low vibration person. It is chi.
It's chi. It's
Are you being numbed? Are you being lethargic? Are you feeling drained? Well, you're eating low vibration junk food.
Low chi junk food.
Exactly.
Like that's you can. Where I was going with the apple vibration is that you can substitute vibration for chi. Like chi is just the energy of the food, which is weird to think about, but it makes sense because energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred. Everything has to have energy.
And you know what I find interesting, like with how blood is yin?
Yeah.
How I said earlier that blood vessels are associated with fire. So the vessels are yang and the blood itself is yin.
You need the balance. Because if your blood vessels are out of whack,
you're not going to get the energy to the blood everywhere else.
Exactly.
So it's interesting.
Interesting. Sicknar. Minu belly.
Yeah. I taught Journey some Finnish words, and I can't remember. You asked like, how do you say sicknar? And I was like, I cannot think of a translation. Or sicknar, my brother.
Yeah, how do you say sicknar, my brother? She's like,
I don't know.
I'm
sicknar.
Fairly certain sicknar doesn't have a direct translation to Finnish. But my brother is like
Veli,
Minu Veli or whatever.
Minun is my, and then Veli is brother.
Yeah. So my new it's not hashtag. Catchphrase is Signar Minun Vele. Oh, I need to get that as a sticker. I love that.
Gave me life. I love it.
So good. And so the last thing we kind of have is just yin yang and feng shui, which we've kind of talked about. And so feng shui is the practice of arranging pieces in a living space to create balance with the natural world. The goal is to harness energy forces and establish harmony between an individual and their environment. There are certain feng shui practices that can help balance the yin yang in your home, which is pretty neat.
So to bring in yin into your space, use darker muted colors, velvet fabrics, low-level furniture, symmetrical circles, rounded corners, and soft furnishings. Yin represents quiet, non-active spaces like reading corners and sleeping zones, which I find hilarious because literally in my bedroom, I have a dark green velvet duvet cover.
Yep.
And champagne satin pillowcases. And so it's like dark muted colors. I'm like, wow, that's my entire existence.
Literally, it works.
Did I just wear velvet like cargo pants last week? Yeah, I did.
100%.
But
it's cool how you said like, yeah, I'm more yang outward, but like in my room I'm yin.
In my home I'm very yin.
You have the darker muted velvet fabrics, like yeah, very cool.
Just wait for the day that I can purchase a home and design it the way I want it to look.
Yeah.
It is going to be the most calming, moody space on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
But that's because my home is sacred to me. Like my space is so
it's
sacred.
Your safe space.
It very much is. And that's because in my day-to-day life, whenever I leave my house, I very much am that assertive, like get shit done person.
Yeah, you need the restorative yin energy at home.
And I've just always naturally gravitated to that. Like my entire life, I've always had a space, specifically my bedroom, where I've always gotten compliments on. Like the primary compliment is, oh, it's so relaxing in here. Yeah. Even in university. So the way that our dorms were set up in university, it was like a Jack and Jill bathroom split between 2 rooms. And so when my roommate and I, we would have parties, the loud bumping music was in her room. And I had my salt lamp and my tapestry and my dark bedspread, and like everyone would like hang out in my room if they wanted to just chill. Yeah. And so there was many times where I'd come in and people were just like lounging in my room with like the salt lamp on and just like hanging out and having a good time. Yeah. And so that's just always been what I prefer in my bedroom. My longtime friends can account for this. It's just always been very relaxing and calming. And then finally, to bring yang into your space, use warm colors like yellow, green, yellows, oranges, and reds. Use bright colors, bright lighting, warm temperatures, earthly representations and representations in artwork. Use straight, angular, rectilinear. I've never heard of that.
I definitely have only read that rectangular. Yeah. When I wrote it out, definitely.
Lines and designs, furnishings and patterns and fabric and artwork. Yang spaces are full of energy, excitement, and activity. Yes. Which, again, not to talk about myself all the time, but this is like really interesting for me. My 2 favorite colors growing up have been orange and green.
Yeah, that's funny.
Green is associated with healing and a little bit more yin, and orange is very fiery and yang. And I'm like, that is, but not red, not quite as intense as red. Yeah. But I find that very interesting that I've just always been naturally drawn to those tones, shades, colors. Yeah, that's like, sweet. Yeah. Because even in my moody bedroom, I love little pops of like oranges and reds in like moody floral artwork. Like I have a really moody floral throw pillow, and I have an oil painting that has like this like rich gold frame around it, and like the it's like a red and white kind of flower. Oh, nice. Yeah. I can't remember what the flower's called, but yeah. The fact that I have those just naturally incorporated into my space, that's also very calming and like, I don't know. Yeah. I notice it a lot with like my physical space, these concepts.
Yeah. And it's like in your bedroom, use the darker colors, like paint colors, even like.
I love a moody bedroom.
Yes. Because it brings out the yin energy, which is what you want, the nourishing, restful space. And then in like your living room and your kitchen and your office, like use the brighter colors, put the giant windows so that you have the yang energy so things can get done in those spaces, right? Like, yeah.
And this is another reason too to not put your TV in your bedroom, because the electronics are drawing of yin.
And the reflection, there's a whole bunch of reflection stuff for yin yang too, and it brings in very bad energy.
Yeah. I've never had a TV in my bedroom.
Bryce really wants to put a TV in our bedroom, and I'm like, I don't want one there.
I don't care for it. I'm not going to watch it in bed. I'll lay on the couch. Yeah. I'll veg out on the couch, but
I'm like, I don't want one. There's just so much negative of having it in there. I'm like, it's fine in our living room. Like if we feel like we're watching TV in our living room, let's get a couch that turns into a pull-out bed so that we can lay down there and watch TV. Our bedroom is our sacred space. Yeah. Like that's not where a TV is going to go.
Exactly.
But
yeah. That wraps up from what we have on yin and yang. If there's anything more that we've missed you want to add to or you want to know more about,
let us know.
Send us a message.
Yeah, it was very interesting. Obviously.
And
yeah, so for our segment, I just found some easy trivia questions. It's from cosmopolitan.com, so I don't know that it's going to be exceptionally difficult.
Oh my gosh, it has Jennifer Aniston on the front.
I love it. And if obviously there's anything we don't know, we're going to cut it out. The first question starts off strong because it's not what you think.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
But say it out loud. Everyone's going to think the same way. Everyone's going to think the same way.
The first question from the Cosmopolitan General Knowledge Quiz is, what does BBC stand for?
Get your mind out of the gutter. Yes.
I want that on a t-shirt too. Get your mind out of the gutter.
It's the British Broadcasting Corporation, right?
Yes, it is. You might actually know the answer to this next one. What nut is used to make marzipan?
Almonds.
I didn't know that.
You might. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I was like, you're definitely going to know, but I haven't got a clue.
What element does O represent in the periodic table?
Oxygen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. We're going to skip the next one.
I don't know British Prime Ministers.
Me neither. What's the name of the river that runs through Egypt?
Oof. Is that one the Nile?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Nile is a river in Egypt.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I put two and two together from that sound.
I was like, please get this.
Your husband is gay. Oh, Mickey, you're so fun. You're so fun. You blow my mind.
I love that.
Ooh. And do you know this Olympic swimming pool? In meters, how long is an Olympic swimming pool?
If I know the answer, it's because I looked at it, but I'm guessing 52. That feels like a long ways.
Oh, you're close.
Okay, it's because I looked at the answer, but I can't remember what the actual answer is.
It's 50.
Oh, sick gnar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. When I originally read this, when I was like vetting it, I was like 19, and I was like, oh, woo, wrong.
What 5 basic senses do humans have? Wow, English, Michaela.
We have touch, taste, hearing, sight, smell. I was like, oh, this is embarrassing.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay, I don't have it. Oh my.
You can say 10.
Goodness gracious. 10? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know the answer to 10. Who did Orlando Bloom play in the Pirates of the Caribbean?
You don't know the answer to that?
No, I don't know the name of his character.
Oh, I'm...
You're thinking Jack Sparrow?
For the longest, I was like, Journey.
No.
Oh my God, I know him too. Now I'm blanking.
Yeah.
At first I was like, it's obvious.
It's obviously Jack Sparrow.
No, Orlando Bloom played... Oh my God, what's his name? Will Turner.
Right.
Oh.
Never would have got there.
I would have. It would have taken me a hot minute. We would have had some beautiful Jeopardy music playing in the background with a nice fast forward moment. Oh no, I knew Will Turner.
That's fun.
I was thinking I was thinking of his dad. I was trying to figure out what his dad's name is.
Orlando Bloom's dad?
No, Will Turner's dad in Pirates.
Oh, okay.
Did you watch Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Bryce and I binged them in COVID season.
So you know who Will Turner's dad is? Like the guy who sold us all in the Black Pearl, and he's like this fish man.
Right. Davy Jones?
Not Davy Jones, but it was Davy Jones's chest. I think that was the one. But no, his dad isn't Davy Jones, but his dad was on. He sold himself to the Black Pearl, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And so I was trying to picture his character and what his last name was.
Yeah.
And then I was going to connect it.
Oh, I need to watch Pirates of the Caribbean again. It was really good.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, good.
What 3 ingredients typically make a margarita cocktail?
I haven't got a clue. Ice.
Okay, well, that doesn't count as an ingredient.
Are you serious? That's the one I was for sure on. I want to say gin.
No.
Vodka?
No.
Tequila.
Yes.
Tequila. Salt?
It's not an ingredient, but yes, typically yes.
Come on!
Ice and salt are just...
The ingredients!
It's
I don't know, tequila and probably some form of like a simple syrup.
No.
Oh, fuck. I haven't got a clue.
It's tequila, lime, and triple sec.
Oh, I would have got lime, I guess, but I don't know what that last one is.
Triple sec, yeah, it's like it's kind of citrusy. Other people often add like orange juice
Oh, okay.
to it. It's just really, I don't know, just adds another citrus to it. It's really tasty.
Fun.
But yes, ice and salt are usually with margaritas as well.
Yeah, I was like, I know this. Where would you find the Golden Gate Bridge?
It's San Francisco.
Yeah.
I was
like,
thinking
maybe
London
I'll
at first,
double-check
and I was
that
like,
before I'm like, yeah.
oh, who's Ashton Kutcher married to?
Oh, Mila Kunis.
Mhm.
I love her.
I love her too.
How many is in a baker's dozen?
Oh my god, I should know this. Because it's not 12. Is it? Oh. 14?
It's 13.
13. Oh.
I always think 18.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah. Really close. What is the largest muscle in the body?
You're calling me out.
His anatomy. What's the largest muscle in the body?
Gluteus maximus.
Let me confirm. What number is that? 36? Yes,
is
ma'am.
sick.
You got it.
Love it. I love it. Oh, I don't know the answer to this one. What is the only word in the English language that has no true rhyme?
Oh.
Oh, it's really easy. It's
No.
also a color and a fruit.
An orange?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no rhyme for orange.
I guess so. It would take me a minute to think about that, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Sweden's capital city. It's Stockholm.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't know this one. What was Miley Cyrus's birth name?
Something Miley Stewart. It's...
No.
Oh, I knew this. What number is
Miley
that?
Stewart is what she was on Hannah Montana.
But I actually knew the right answer.
Destiny Hope Cyrus.
Right, I did know that.
Mm-hmm. All right, and finally, what is your body's largest organ? You should know this.
Oh, is yours like small intestine?
No.
Well, your brain?
No.
Your largest organ, your stomach,
No.
your liver,
No.
your skin.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, wait a second. Oh
Awesome.
my gosh, I love that.
Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sometimes Ciabatta Slaps.
Mhm.
We hope you enjoyed Yin and Yang.
Yes, we hope you find your balance.
Yes. And we hope we didn't offend you by saying yang.
Yes, we hope if we really messed up anything, you'll let us know.
Yeah, 500 times. But, you know.
Yeah.
I am Mak Joy.
I'm Mak Jubes.
We are Sometimes Ciabatta Slaps on all social media platforms.
Yes.
If you like this episode or if you just like us, give us a like.
And a follow.
And a comment. Talk to us.
Let us know. Comment on our YouTube. I really want to start talking to people.
If you're feeling generous, we'll take a review.
Yeah, we will. We'll take a rating.
I love it.
If you have the energy.
Yeah. If you really want to support us, use the link in our description to purchase Blue Land or Pretty Litter.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Land is a eco-friendly, natural cleaning product company.
Yes.
We love the ingredients and we are going to be incorporating it into our goals.
Yes.
Because your girls got to clean more.
Me too. And Pretty Litter is a really neat new litter where it's lighter and cleaner, and I don't know if it's eco-friendly. It says they're made out of silicone, which doesn't really make sense, but they're better for you as a cat owner and for your cat, and they will let you know if there's anything wrong with your cat so that you can take them to the vet and get them all checked up.
Yeah.
Good
it has
stuff.
color changing technology based off of certain problems
Yeah.
for your cat. And
So fun.
I don't have a cat, but it's great for Jubes.
We love to see it.
Awesome. And yeah, if you're looking for us, we have our website, sometimesciabattaslaps.com. And yeah, that's all for now.
Bye.
Bye.